All right, what's happening, everybody? How are we doing today? Today's tutorial, part 9, JavaScript. Going to be going over data types. Data types are basically anything that you use to store some type of data. So why don't we get into this right away? Over here we have our HTML that just kind of lists the project outlook, and here we're going to start with numbers. So basically the first thing we do is I'm going to use var in this case. Actually, why don't we use let, which is new for ECMAScript 6, which is let or const. We kind of went over that in the other tutorial. So why don't we go let, and let's assign a variable name. So let's go num1, and let's equal that to 13. Now, basically, all that we are doing with numbers is putting a number. So you can have anything, even whereas other programming languages have float values, which could be anything like 13.3 or 13.333 or anything with a decimal place. In JavaScript, every number is just a number. So why don't we go document.write, and let's put num1 to the browser down here, and you can see it shows 13. So that's basically a number. Why don't we do one more here, and we will do another number, but it's going to be a decimal place, which would be a float number in other languages, but in JavaScript it's just a number. So we'll go num1, and we will add this to num2, and let's check what the browser gives us. And as you can see here, it's added 26.333, which is the value of these. So that's a number in JavaScript. It just stores a digit, a number. So the next thing we're going to do is go over strings, which are anything that carries some kind of characters or a sentence or any kind of text. So why don't we go name, and we're going to give it, we'll just put Steve. And then we'll go down here to document.write, which will paste this to the browser, and we're going to put in the value of Steve. Oh, we forgot our semicolon and semicolon. And you can see down here the document.write, it pulls the variable name, which is a string, which is Steve. And I can add more here. Steve is a professional JavaScript developer. And you'll see down here, it has pulled that sentence using the variable name, which is assigned here, and this is a string. Now, there's a lot of things you can get into strings. So say we want to add a string to a number. This is where things get a little bit more confusing, but there are a lot of rules behind how this works. So we'll go num1, and we will go to 13. So if we go name, and we want to add this to a variable, where's the plus? To a variable num1, which is a number variable, what you're going to find here is it just adds the number as a string. So it's not going to put any kind of mathematical equation or anything like that. So guys, that's just strings, very popular data type. The next thing we're going to go over is booleans. Booleans have two different values, a true or a false. So basically, let's go, let's let is on, which will be like a light switch. So we're going to put is on is going to be a true state, and let's go let is off, and we're going to equal this to a false. So again, Boolean is either a true or a false statement. So then if we go document.write and we put in the variable is on, what we should get down here is just a true statement because it's pulling true. Now this is not a string. If we put quotes around it, you're going to find that we would turn it into a string, but in this case it's a variable. There's a lot of different ways to add different booleans and such with the true false values, but just know that in general Boolean is just a overview of true and false statements. So basically something's either on or something's off. This can be used a lot in like if-else statements and stuff like that. So guys, the next two are arrays and objects, and I'm actually going to break those into another video for each of them because arrays and objects get a little bit more complex in how the JavaScript is put together. So if you have any questions, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, leave a subscribe, that stuff helps. Again, stay tuned. We got another tutorial coming quick on the arrays and objects, and we'll catch you in the next video. Take care, guys. Peace.